Good morning. Our vocabulary of the day today, we have two words, variable and algebraic expressions. I referred to algebraic expressions yesterday, so it should be something you should be able to answer. And variable is a term you heard often last year in your pre-algebra class. The formal definition of variable is a letter used to represent one or more numbers. An example, if you want to list an example of a variable, x is an example of a variable. The formal definition of algebraic expression is a math phrase that includes at least one variable. So once again, if we want to give an example, maybe 3x minus 15. That would be an example of a mathematical or algebraic expression. Remember, the big difference between expression and equation is an equation has an equal sign and an expression does not. We're working on 1.1, evaluate expressions. It starts in your book on page 2. Prior to today, you've used whole numbers, fractions, and decimals. You've learned how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, all of those. Today, our goal is that you will be able to evaluate algebraic expressions. One reason why might be so you can calculate sports statistics. Just keep in mind that statistics are used in all sorts of information, not just sports, so it could be used in other areas as well. If you open your book to page 2, you're going to see example 1 worked out for you. I'm not going to work that one out. You already have it worked out and available for you with your book. I'm going to focus on the guided practice, the problems below example 1. And the directions read, evaluate the expression when y is equal to 2. So if we look at problem number 1, we have the expression 6y. The directions said the value of y should be 2. So we're going to substitute in 2 for y. A number next to a variable, a number times a number, our final answer would be 12. And we can check that just to be sure, and that is correct. So looking at problem number 2, we have 8 divided by y. The directions say to substitute in 2 for the value of y. 8 divided by 2, for those of you confused, 8 divided by 2, our answer would be 4. And again, let's check, and we are correct. Problem number 3 is addition, and the expression is, problem number 3 here, y plus 4. The directions say the value of y is 2, so we put 2 in, and we have 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 gives us a sum of 6. Checking our work, and we are correct. Problem number 4 is subtraction. So we're trying to find the difference here. We have 11 minus y. 11 minus, the value of y is 2. 11 minus 2 would be 9. Checking our work once again here. We have, okay, where'd it go? There we go. The correct answer of 9. So your assignment starts on page 5. And we're actually, I decided to change this slightly. Instead of 1 through 15, we're actually doing problem 4 through 15 on page 5 for today. That will be due next Monday. All work is collected on Monday. So let's look at our next lesson. And here's our wrap up. We have 2 problems to demonstrate that we have mastered our goal of evaluating expressions. Problem number 1, the expression is 13g, and the value of g is 7. So we take, for problem number 1, 13, and we multiply it times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. Carry your 2. 1 times 7 is 7, and 2 more would be 91. If we look at problem number 2, we have 1.65 minus a when a has a value of 0.75. So 1.65, we're subtracting, so we have to line up these decimals. And if it helps, put a 0 in there. So now we need to subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0. We can't take 7 away from 6, so we need to borrow. If we borrow 1 from that, that leaves us with 0 here, but it gives us 16 over here. 16 minus 7 would be 9. We're subtracting, so our decimal stays where it is, and our answer is 0.90.